Hello, everybody, and welcome to the top 5 new comics for January 25th and 26th of 2021. I'm, as always, Chris. Remember, according to those YouTube laws, like the channel, or subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below, and you'll be a superstar. Superstar. Anyone else remember that movie? Or was it just me? Probably just me. Let's get into these books, starting with Saga number 55. This is written by Brian K Vaughan with art by Art-Fiona Staples. It has been 2 years since the last issue of Saga, and in this world that we live in, we need it more than ever. We need Saga. It needs to be here. All joking aside, love Saga. Was one of my favorite series since day one. I remember getting that first issue, reading through it, and then just having to walk away from it and being like, "Whoa, what did I just read?" And it's kept a pretty steady base of quality ever since. It's just been one of my favorite books ever since. I love this book. The art's phenomenal. Brian K Vaughan, I don't know if anyone knows this, but he can write. Fiona Staples jumped up my list of favorite artists after this book. And I'm so excited to be able to come on this show for the first time in years and say Saga is coming out this week. It's awesome. Not only that, but so it's been gone for a while. So this is going to premiere, bringing us back. Issue 44 pages, double length, still $2.99. Still that standard price, everybody. So Image Comics and Brian and Fiona are taking care of us. Love Saga. If you are not reading, if you haven't even tried Saga, go try Saga first for cheap options. First, if you can, go buy it from your local comic book store. I'm pretty sure volume 1 is $10 for the whole volume 1. And if that doesn't get you in, then okay, it's not for you. If you're more of a digital person, I know it's free on Comixology Plus, and I believe because of how sales work, I don't know if it's as you're watching this, but it was on sale, both the compendium and the entire series on sale there as well. So definitely go check it out, try it out. It's just such a phenomenal series. And now that I've wasted the entire first half of this video on Saga, let's move on. So after that, I've got Devil's Reign, number 3. This is written by Chip Zdarsky with art by Marco Chechetto. So first, because I'm feeling a little saucy today, this website I use for the top 5 to do all the stuff for us, it's got little pictures of all the creators next to it, and Chips is very standard, like headshot, like, hey, look at me. Love you, Chip. Marco, who, by the way, probably my favorite Daredevil artist that I can think of off the top of my head all time. I've just been blown away by the entire run with him. I want him to draw Daredevil forever. Never stop drawing Daredevil. But this picture he has, he looks kind of like a combination of Randy from Trailer Park Boys and Sal Vulcano from Impractical Jokers. And it's kind of freaking me out right now. But anyways, Chip Zdarsky, Marco Chechetto, Devil's Reign number 3. Really, really enjoying this series. As I said, the Daredevil run those two did together is phenomenal. I can't wait for it to pick back up after this. Assuming it is. I'm just assuming at this point. But leads right into this series, and loved the first issue. Did a lot of cool things. Had a lot of great moments. Had just an amazing Cat moment, an amazing Avengers moment. Just so many amazing things. Issue 2 was that let's set up the side books kind of book. We had a Ben Reilly moment. We had a cool Moon Knight moment, which I really enjoyed. We had some others, but still really good. And I just been excited for number 3 ever since. First, like I said, first 2 issues are great, so be checking this one out. And the Thunderbolts are back. That's right, everybody, the Thunderbolts. I love the Thunderbolts. After that, we got Crossover number 11. This is written by Donny Cates with art by Art-Geoff Shaw. I mean, do I have to tell you to read Crossover? This feels, if it wasn't such a big deal that Saga's back, this feels almost as a duh kind of thing as Saga does. But I love Crossover. It's been a great series. First volume was really great. That issue 7 was so much fun, and then the second volume we've been getting has just been a blast. I know Donnie took some slack for like what happened at the end of the last issue. Sure, whatever. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun, and I liked the way he did it. But it's just been such a good book. Such a good book. And I don't know what to say about it. It's one of those books that's like, okay, this is stuff that we've talked about as comic fans forever, and now it's kind of happening. And obviously we all wish it could happen in more of a broader sense. I wish you could actually have Marvel heroes and actually have DC heroes. But with that aside, I still think he's doing a great job with everything he's been given to do with this book, and all the characters being able to basically say, like, there's a moment here where it's like, Batman did it. But we can't say, legally it's not Batman, but it's fucking Batman. So yeah, really, really enjoying that book. After that, we got DC versus Vampires, number 4. This is written by Matthew Rosenberg and James Tynion IV, with art by Art-Otto Schmidt. This week is just full of books that I just feel like I've been talking about nonstop, but they're great. So, DC vs. Vampires. Been such a good book. So much fun. Just craziness. We ended the last issue with so another Justice League member has been turned, and who could it be? Read the issue. And that person and the old vampire come back and tell the Justice League, we know who it is, and it's redacted. And it was a great moment. It was so perfectly done. I love this book's just been so good. I can't remember if it was last week, the week before, but DC, even though they're not calling it Elseworlds, this is an Elseworlds book, and they've been killing it with their Elseworld-esque titles, and this is just on the list. If it wasn't for how good Dark Knights of Steel is, this would probably be my favorite DC book. And that's saying a lot, because I was not excited for this book. I was kind of half and half on this book. Not sure what to think. But, like the rest of you, I was wrong. After that, we got Peacemaker, Disturbing the Peace, number 1. This is written by Garth Ennis with art by Art-Garry Brown. So, Peacemaker's all the rage right now, so I put it in here for SE. No, Peacemaker, Garth Ennis, Art-Garry Brown. Enough. That's all you need. I said it when it was announced. I feel like this team and this character were destined to be together. It just feels so perfect, and we get kind of this one-shot story of Peacemaker's life before the Suicide Squad, and the history and how he got to be Peacemaker and all this. So it's an origin story of sorts, but because there's so much violence and anger in his past, I just feel like this team can bring out some cool stories out of that. So it comes down to that. The team's great. We're loving the character right now. So looks like a cool book. And it's just Gary Brown's art. I love it. I love it so much. What's this D incentive cover? That is phenomenal. Who does that cover? That's got to be... Yep, Amanda Connor. The Amanda Connor variant cover is phenomenal. So go buy that. But yeah, book looks cool. I'm really excited for it. So that's it, everybody. That was the top 5. It was an exciting week of comics. Saga's back, everybody. Remember to go check out the podcast, Fort's Comic News. We interview creators every week. Coming up, we might have 2, possibly 3 interviews. We'll see. But most likely 2. And really enjoy making that show. Hope you guys all check that out. It's just a lot of fun. Great to talk to creators. Great to talk comics with people. And good to talk comics with my buddy Mike every week. It's great. It's awesome. I love it. And I hope you guys are loving it too. So remember, like, subscribe, share, comment down below. Check out the podcast. And that's all I have for you. So thank you all so much for watching this week. I will see you all here next week.